Hello, my name is Thanh. Today I'm gonna show you how the dispersion of light is deduced. In the first part, let me show you the content of knowledge. Thinking about a phenomenon, we need to point out three main points, answer three questions. The first point that how does the phenomenon look like? The dispersion of light is a phenomenon that white light going through a prism is split into many monochromatic lights. The second point that when does it happen? So dispersion of light happens when white light going through a transparent medium light prism. And the last point that why does it happen? Dispersion of light happens because white light is a combination of many monochromatic lights and the refractive index of the prism is different with each type of monochromatic light. In order to approach the non-knowledge, I will ask them to solve the problem. Why does the dispersion of light occur? In order to engage students in the problematic situation, I will ask them to sketch a diagram that white light ray passing through a prism. Maybe my student will draw a diagram that the light after passing through the prism is still a single white light ray. After that, I will show them a simulation created by crocodile physics to see that the light coming out the prism is not the same as before. They are a spectrum of monochromatic lights which have color from red to violet instead. Tell the student that it is the phenomenon of light dispersion and ask student to describe the phenomenon. In this situation, student can give two predictions. Student can see that white light turns to another light which has many colors after passing through the prism. So it seems like the prism dies with the white light. So the hypothesis 1 is that the prism dyed the white light into many color light. And maybe they will think that the lights may coincide with each other in the beginning, so after passing through the prism, they don't coincide with each other anymore, but each of them go with different direction. So the hypothesis 2 may be the white light is a combination of many monochromatic lights. So in order to verify which prediction is true, I will ask them to design and execute the experiment for hypothesis 1 to check that the prism dyed the white light into many color light or not. I will help them to design an experiment that use a light ray with other color and see if it is dyed after passing through the prism or not. So maybe they will give me three methods. The method 1 that they can use a laser and a source of white light project the light to the first side of the prism in turn and compare with each other. The method 2 is they take the advantage of the spectrum created by the first prism, and we can use a slit to take a monochromatic light and then let it pass through another prism and see whether it is dyed or not. The method 3 They can use a source of white light and a filter, project the light to the first side of the prism in turn and compare with each other. In the first experiment, we will verify the hypothesis 1 that the prism divides the white light into many color lights, and we will use the method 2 that we take in the advantage of the spectrum created by the first prism, and then we can use a slit to take a monochromatic light out. And in this case, I will take the red light, and then we will let it pass through another prism and see whether it died or not. If I put the prism here, you can see the phenomenon that the light ray after passing through the second prism is still a red light, and it only changed the direction. From the result of the first experiment, we can conclude that the hypothesis 1 is wrong. It means that the prism doesn't divide the white light into many color lights. We will continue to verify the hypothesis 2 that the white light ray is a combination of many monochromatic lights. In this part, I will inform the student about the experiment of Newton that we put another prism close to the first prism but inversely. So we hope to obtain the white light coming out the second prism. In the second experiment, we will verify the hypothesis 2, and we use the Newton's experiment that we recombine the white light from the spectrum. We will put another prism close to the first prism but inversely. And then see what happened. We hope to obtain the white light coming out the second prism, and then I put the board here, the white board here. You can see that. I take it out. We see many color lights. I put another prism on. We obtain white light. From the result of this experiment, we can conclude that the white light is a combination of many monochromatic lights. It is one of the reasons why the dispersion of light happens. Another reason is that the refractive index of the prism is different with different monochromatic lights. It varies continuously, so at the first side of the prism, the light is bent differently, and at the second side, it's just refraction phenomenon. Consequently, the light coming out of the prism is a spectrum from red to violet.